Hello, this is a new video I made. This is about Stockholm Syndrome. This is a pretty interesting one, even if you probably haven't heard of it because you're on this video. But this video is basically just about, well, Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm syndrome is, well, it's really perceived as, if you've heard of it, it's most likely because of the news, because the news usually says it's, well, a fake. Even the government sometimes says it's fake, but I've met people who actually, well, had this, and it was mainly because a lot of trauma they actually happened. Stockholm Syndrome refers to the psychological phenomenon in which hostages or abuse victims develop a positive feelings toward their captors or abusers, and it's very just weird. I mean, people even it's very sad how these actually exist. It was named after a bank robbery that took place in Stockholm, Sweden in 1973, when hostages formed an emotional bond with their captors. The syndrome is typically characterized by the following evidence: positive feelings. The victims may develop a sense of empathy, compassion, and even emotion towards their captors, seeing them as both the source of their captivity and potential saviors. Loyalty to captors. The victims may defend or just simply support their captors' actions, sometimes going against their own interest or safety, and it's pretty interesting. They even might do it for perceived threat. The victims may perceive an actual or potential threat from their captors, which reinforces their dependence and identification with said captors. The reasons behind the development of Stockholm Syndrome are complex and can include a mix of psychological and survival mechanisms. Factors such as fear, perceived vulnerability, and the captor's intermittent displays of kindness, perceived salvation can contribute to its development. It's important to note that Stockholm Syndrome is not really universally accepted among mental health professionals, as some of them just simply argue that it may not be a disorder but rather a survival strategy. Nonetheless, the term is still used to describe such psychological responses in specific situations. It's very sad how this exists. I mean, I've met a lot of people actually. Well, I've met like more than enough people to actually have it's pretty sad, but it usually happens in like kidnappings or hostage taking by a victim or towards a captor. It's pretty sad. It's more of a it's and the people on the news saying it's fake is just pretty sad, because I've met like over 3 people who actually had this, and it was like it's pretty sad. But thanks for watching.